Have you had the famous Prime sports drinks? We have all heard of Prime. In this competitive world, it has emerged as an important drink for athletes and fitness enthusiasts alike. But beneath the vibrant label and refreshing taste lies a startling secret, a truth that has gone unnoticed. This is not just a drink, but a game changer with a lot of surprising twists that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. So get ready for a sip of revelation about Prime sports drink and redefine your understanding. Before we get into Prime, we have to acknowledge the elephant in the room: Gatorade. Gatorade was the face of all sports drinks. Athletes loved it. It started the whole genre of sports drinks. It was first developed in 1965, and now it is manufactured by PepsiCo. It was widely loved by the people that it is still distributed over 80 countries. But this fact changed when Prime came to the market, and it was backed by brilliant strategy and marketing that it took over the sports drinks market. It was loved by the customers. It had a huge following, and guess what? All the products were often sold out the minute they hit the shelves of the market. And to think it was just a sports drink that everyone, athlete and non-athlete, brought equally because of its huge followers is astonishing. It makes you wonder how many products can be sold with just proper marketing and brilliant strategy. It is no wonder that it raises some eyebrows here and there regarding their authenticity and credibility. Prime being a sports drink, you would think it was launched or sponsored by athletes for athletes. Unfortunately, from the start itself, it does not follow the traditional path. The product Prime was launched by two YouTubers. Yes, you heard that right. They are the face of the brand. KSI and Logan Paul are not exactly the poster child for the classic athlete stereotype. And they are not exactly the right people to advocate about the sports drinks either. It is not their cup of tea. But somehow, they made it all work for the good. They have launched a drink that is now creating waves worth almost $30 billion. How did that happen? If you think the idea for this famous drink belongs to Logan Paul and KSI, then you are in it for disappointment. No, the brilliant ideas of these sports drinks were not of KSI and Logan Paul, as the popular belief. Though it is widely believed to be, but it was all part of the plan. The human believe what they are shown. The mastermind behind Prime is Trey Steger and Clemens, the brain at the Congo brand. They are the puppeteer behind the scenes, and KSI and Logan Paul are the face of the brand. Trey and Max deal with everything from marketing and operations, etc. They are more in sync with their customers' grasping ability. Now, what is this Congo brand? The support of influencer-founded brands. They work mostly behind the shadows, but what really clicked for them was Prime, and it definitely shows in its revenue. They saw the potential of the two individuals, and if it is combined, then results would be out of the world. And so it was. So what Prime did was, it presented the product in a way that made it seem like it is the brainchild of both of the insanely famous YouTubers. But to have a revenue of $30 billion from a sports drink, you would expect a lot more strategic plan. And yes, they did plan it out. Prime's marketing strategy is on point. The partnership between Logan Paul and KSI is another bullseye. They were the grandmaster in this chessboard of marketing. The two YouTubers are KSI and Logan Paul. Widely known in their respective country, Britain and America, was the perfect candidate they were looking for to be the face of their brand. They both have more than millions of followers. Prime created a captivating storyline of Logan and KSI's boxing rivalry that incidentally turned into a business partnership. The boxing was an exciting one for the fans of both the YouTubers, and it had a huge marketing. This was a narrative that tugged at the heartstrings and drew people in. Later, they confirmed the rumors that the match was just for the show. It very well helped in the smooth transition of the partnership between both YouTubers. Both of them had a huge following, and it was definitely a pulse for the company to introduce the drink to their fans first, and then increase the range of customers. Being a YouTuber with millions of followers has its perks. Logan Paul and KSI's one YouTube videos hit millions of views, so you can think that amount of marketing could do to sports drinks. And they took it to the next level as well. They partnered with UFC and NASCAR, which just got them another level of customer for their sports drinks. All of this definitely got the hype they wanted. People were crazy about it. Prime sports drinks were famous in social media. They were so crazy about it that they would line up for hours to buy this drink. Even from the crack of dawn, you would almost think that are getting a new iPhone. To achieve such popularity, you must think there must be a huge amount of product to meet the ever-growing customers' demands. But no, you thought wrong. There are shortage of the product in the market, so much so that there were reports that customers had to drive for miles to get a hold of this drink. Or a woman who paid close to $1,500 for a 12-pack of Prime drinks. The obvious answer to this shortage would be to produce more products, right? But that is not the case here. Prime strategically keeps its products in limited supply, which results in a frenzy of demand. Humans want what they can't have. It is our nature, and the Prime owners use this as a fuel to make the drink more desirable to the customers. The limited supply would often hold more value to the products. KSI and Logan Paul have said the shortage was due to the huge demand. There were no solutions put forth by them to rectify it. Now let us talk about the drink itself. What does the drink consist of? Prime claims to be a healthier alternative with less sugar and more electrolytes than its competitors. But here is the twist. The electrolyte game is not what it seems. But it makes no sense. They replace the sugar to reduce its content in the drinks with sucralose. It is a synthetic sweetener that would not help you have a sweet life. They have side effects that will affect your health. Except that why do we drink a sports drink? To replace the electrolytes that we sweat out during the exercise. But drinking Prime won't help you with anything. Not even replenishing the electrolyte. Sodium is the main component that we sweat out. And most of the sports drinks have a high amount of sodium. Because the sodium gives a salty taste, the company masks that with a huge amount of sugar. But Prime does the opposite. They reduce the sodium content in the drinks, thereby reducing the level of sugar. But they increase the content of potassium, which does nothing much. If you have a balanced diet, these are easily acquired into our bodies. Gatorade, as we talked about at the beginning, is upholding its quality and quantity. They are giving 20 times more sodium content to their customers. We all concentrate on nutrition and taste. Do you think the taste would be out of the world? Well, Prime disappoints again. The taste and intense flavor somewhere between old school tang and a blue raspberry Slurpee. If this were the experience you would get, would you buy the product? Therefore, the success of Prime have definitely changed the course of the sport industry. The story of Prime is more than just about a refreshing beverage. Rather, it is a masterclass in marketing, blending the influence of YouTube with a compelling narrative and a touch of scarcity to create a sensation in the industry. Whether it is a game changer or a passing trend, only time will tell. What do you think of Prime? Do you think it is worth the hype it has? What are your opinions about the marketing strategy? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you find this video fascinating, then hit that subscribe button for more such videos and show some love by dropping a thumbs up.